Grace and peace. Hello, how are you doing? My name is John Dizon, and I'm here with Mark Fillmore. Mark, what is the name of your business?
So my company is MTK Mechanical LLC. We are a residential heating and cooling company, primarily serving the Lancaster County area. Been in business this coming July will be 8 years that we've been in business. And the MTK actually has two acronyms. It's my three kids, and then it's the initials of each one of them, which is Mark, Tiana, and Kiera.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I didn't even know that. You caught me off guard with that. I was wondering what MTK.
I shared that,
No, man.
Yep.
Mark, Tiana, and Kiera?
Yes.
Oh, wow. And they're all beautiful names too, man.
Yeah.
Wow. So if that's the case, and you named the business after them, how do they feel about that?
Oh, they love it.
They love it?
Yeah, they think it's pretty cool.
They think it's pretty cool?
And the crazy thing is, so now my wife and I, we have a son together, Marcelo, who was born after we launched the company. So, I mean, we're branded as MTK right now. I don't know if we would ever take it to MTK, maybe, I don't know. But we'll work that out. But yeah, they think it's pretty cool that we use their name as part of the acronym. And they're a big reason why I decided to go out on my own. You know, you wanna create something and do something and show your kids that things are possible. You know, it's never too late. You're never too old to chase after your dreams. And that's what we did when we started the company. So we just wanted to to be able to serve honestly with integrity and honor, and make a good living while we're doing it,
Yeah, so you try to make sure that it focuses and centers around your family. It sounds like you have some core philosophies already that you're mentioning. So it looks like family's on your priority #1 list.
Yes.
with your wife and your 4 kids now. So at the time 3 when you launched the company, but still it holds such a significant meaning too, because if you really look at it, you look at that T, you could see a potential cross of Jesus, because you represent in Christ in your businesses, as you mentioned earlier. So I just wanted to make sure that I also put that out, that you are part of the faith-based community, brother.
Absolutely, yes.
How long has MTK been serving the community? I know you mentioned you service around Lancaster County, but how long have you been servicing for?
So yeah, this coming July is going to be 8 years. So we're a few months away from 8 years. I've been in the HVAC industry, I'd say probably 25 years now.
25 years.
25 years in the industry, and MTK Mechanical 8 years serving all over Lancaster County. Yep.
Over 20 years, and you don't look a day over 30. Huh?
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I almost kind of shared when I first started how old I was, but that wisdom kicked in. It was like, let's hold off on that.
My beard's whiter than yours.
It's getting there.
It's all good. That's all with wisdom. You're right with that.
Exactly.
And so, what would you say? Because MTK Mechanical is HVAC and installation, and heating and cooling. So what do you think you would specialize in specifically, if we were to share with the community? Like if they're going to say, hey, this is the service, you know what, Mark Fillmore specializes in this, what would that be?
Yeah, so basically anything related with heating and cooling in your house. We do a lot of installations. We do a lot of retro type things. If you're adding an addition onto your home, if you're wanting to purchase a home, but maybe there's not air conditioning in there yet, we can come in and do those type of things. And then also just, there's a lot of even older homes that may not have ductwork, or it may not necessarily be feasible to add ductwork. So we do a lot of ductless systems to be able to accommodate what customers need as far as getting air conditioning into their home. And then obviously we do the maintenance tune-ups, which is key. For your systems, keep them running. We check them once a year for the AC, once a year for the heat. So 2 visits a year. And it just kind of helps, to ensure proper operating efficiency. And then obviously we do the service calls. If the system breaks down, we're available to come out and get it up and running.
Okay. Yep. Oh, wow. Now, do you have any advice though to share with anyone as we convert right now, soon to be going into heat because we're going to summer? Like, what is some checkups that we can advise some of our viewers here that might be good for them to know as we go into turning it on, and then maybe reaching out to you
Yeah.
Is there something that we could pre-do beforehand?
Yeah, so the main thing I always say with heating and air conditioning is airflow is king. Check your air filters. You know, I'd say once a month is not necessarily you have to change it once a month. Check it once a month, especially if you have pets. You may want to change it a little bit more frequently than that. But airflow is king when it comes to that. If the air filter is dirty, it's not allowing the return air to come back and breathe properly to then flow out. So you'd be surprised, but a system will actually not operate correctly if the air filters are really dirty. So always check your air filters first when you feel like maybe it's insufficient. Maybe it's not blowing as cool or as warm as it did before. So always check that. That's the main thing I like to stress is check your air filters.
Ooh.
Yep.
That is really good words of wisdom, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you said you have 20 years in the business. What qualifications do you have? You know, do you have a certification? What was it that built you up to those 20 years to go into your own business?
So to work on the air conditioning side of things, you do have to be certified through the EPA. So I do have my license to work on air conditioning. Technically, you're not allowed to touch the Freon or things like that if you don't have the license. So there's been some schooling, you know, obviously you're going to go to schooling for some of these things, just to get some of these qualifications. And like when I first started a long time ago, oil was really popular. And in the beginning of my career, I did a lot of oil trainings, and I had certifications for that, and you used to have to keep up with them, but that's not really as important anymore. So it's really just, you know, I'll go to maybe 2 classes a year, just to kind of refreshing myself. Things are always changing in the industry. There's always new things coming out. So just to be able to stay up to date with things, I try to get to at least 2 classes a year to stay up to date with what's going on.
Oh, that's good. So you stay up to date on what's trending. You help yourself by taking some classes. So you do enrichment as well, and you hold yourself to the accountability and standard. That's really good, man. You know, other than that, I mean, I just want to also personally thank you. So MTK Mechanical is one of our sponsors for Walk in Love that's coming up on May 17th. I'll provide some information about that, but also I'll provide you information about MTK Mechanical. Right behind us is actually their phone number and website. So we'll definitely put that on our information. I'll definitely share that with you all if you're interested in getting some consultation and maybe even quotes from Mark and what he can do to collaborate with you and help you and serve you. His goal is to serve the community. His goal is to help you and also give you a good reflection of what of Jesus Christ and representation. Is there anything else that you want to share to the community that's going to be watching this?
Yeah, so like John just shared, the information is there. We love personalization. So I love, if you call MTK Mechanical, you'll see me. I'll be the person that shows up to your house to sit with you and talk over some options if you're looking at maybe upgrading your system, maybe wanting to get on like a service contract. But I love that one-on-one with customers. I'm really big on that. Really big on the integrity aspect of things. Like, we stand behind everything that we do. You know, we provide labor warranties for all work performed. And we just want to be able to serve and give a good product at an affordable price. And we love also to educate our clientele on the new equipment that we're putting in, or even when we're just out on a service call. I think it's so key to educate. Like, we don't like to just come in and fix something. You know, we want to talk about why it may have broken down and what the issue is at hand. So just creating that atmosphere with the clients. We love it.
So to translate that, his niche is actually to give you something with the initials P and M. That is prevention maintenance.
Yes.
And he wants to give you the tools for success to make sure that your heating and your AC is running properly. So if you ask me, that's already a done deal. That holds a lot of value to help you save money in the end. He's not saying, hey, come and call me right away when everything goes down. He's saying, hey, we could prevent this, so we could either A, lower the cost of something and prevent from further making an expense that could have been maybe $50, now it goes to $2,000. So definitely that's some good word of That is some good word of encouragement, man.
Yes.
So, but I just got to say, you know, I've known Mark for a little bit, and I just want to say how much I appreciate him. I appreciate your words of knowledge with HVAC and all the AC and heating and cooling. I appreciate you as a brother in Christ, and I just want to say that I'm honored to champion you. I definitely endorse having him to do business with him, and I know he's going to hold it with the solid and most upright integrity. And I'll keep praying for you, brother. I appreciate you. Yes. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, a lot of love.
Yes.
Please support Mark and MTK Mechanical.
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace. Mark, go ahead and just test the sound. Just say hi.
Check, 1 2 1 2.
Check 1 2. You want to spit a rhyme? Got freestyle on it? We'll bust around with you, brother.
I'll pass right now.